Good afternoon, everybody. How's everyone doing today? It is afternoon here. We are sitting on October 28th, here 2024. It's fall here in Middle Tennessee. Leaves are falling. They had a joke there somewhere. Of course, I mulch up leaves too, even though the grass is not really it's growing as much. But I'm gonna try to get this mower fixed. It was a mower that was given to me. It was an older couple where we live in Madison. It was another neighborhood over, uh, and they used to mow their grass. And right now, he's no longer able to do it anymore. So he came to my house one day last week and asked me about if I wanted his mower and his weed trimmer, grass trimmer, and I went over there yesterday because I was supposed to let him know when I was going to come get it. So I was going to let him know I was going to come over Thursday when I got off work. And he already had it out there at the road waiting for me. So I had to bring it home in my car because I had my parents with me. But I'm going to show you the mower. You guys already saw the thumbnail on it already. And it needs some maintenance done because he hasn't used it in a couple of years. So I'm going to turn the camera around now. And I'll show you guys what we're going to be trying to fix today. So here it is. It's a Toro lawnmower. It's got the newer style Briggs engine, the 140cc engine there. It needs some love. He hasn't used it in a couple of years. It ran, but like I said, it needs some attention. I kind of looked at some things yesterday on it. Number one, the oil looked like it was overfilled, but it does smell like a little bit of gas in there, so probably going to have to drain the oil out. So I have not pulled it over or anything. He usually takes care of his items. He usually cleans them up after he uses them and all that. Although he had one like this before, but it had the Kohler engine, and it was the Lawn Boy one. And I asked him if he still had it. He said no, he's had this one. But I remember him having a Kohler one. There was a Lawn Boy one with the same style setup. But anyway, it's self-propelled, 21-inch cut there. Let's see, what's the specs on this thing? Let's look at it. We're looking at a 2021, so it's about 3 years old. Okay. There's your model and serial number on the engine. There's a QR code there, and then here's the model and serial number on the deck. There's a QR code there if you guys want to check that out. You guys want to pause the video to scan it. So it's in relatively good shape. Let's see what the air filter looks like. Oh wow, that's a brand new air filter in there. Okay, that's a bonus. Brand new air filter, sweet. That's a bonus right there in itself. Put that back over there. There we go. Like I said, it's the oil's overfilled on it. It still has a full tank of gas. Huh. Okay, so it didn't really leak through. Interesting. But he said he hasn't used it in 2 years. Like I said, I checked the oil on it, and it does smell like a little bit of gas. Self-propelled in the rear. It's plastic. He didn't. It's been a while since he used it. There. So a little cleanup there. It's no big deal. Let's see. I think this has got the mulching blade like the Toros, yeah, which it does. So it doesn't look that bad underneath here, really. That's a good sign. Blade just needs to be sharpened. The belt's on there for the self-propelled. That's a good sign. It just got to be cleaned up a little bit. That's no big deal. We can get this cleaned up. I'll tell you one thing. The pain is trying to get these wheels off to try to service them to clean the wheel shafts. Because it's a nut and bolt setup. And they want to pop off of there. But other than that, I think it's going to do good. Let's get it up. I think I want to drain the oil out first. But I'll show you guys what the oil looks like first on it. And then I'm going to put it up here on my table. and we'll start turning some wrenches on it. Okay, so let's get everything set up and let's get wrenching. All right, I have the mower set up on the bench, and I got my tools tray out here with me. I got over here. I have it sit over here to the side. This is my little tool thing here. I bought this a few years ago back on Facebook Marketplace for 20 bucks, minus the tool bag that's supposed to go on my truck. But this is the trimmer line he gave me with that trimmer he gave me as well. I forgot to mention that. He gave me a trimmer. But this is the Ugly Twist trimmer line, commercial grade. Gave me. This is the trimmer right there he gave me too. It needs some work done to it as well. I think it's got old fuel in there, so I haven't tried to run it or anything. But we'll worry about that when we come to it. Anyway, when I went to go tilt this thing up, I noticed the carburetor was leaking past the air filter, which unfortunately was a good air filter, and now I just messed it up there, but that's all right. I was gonna clean it anyway because it's been sitting for 2 years. So let me get you guys set up here. Get some tools out. Let's see what we're looking at. Should be 5/16. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna look underneath here, make sure we don't got any grass build up. He said he took care of it, so just want to make sure I'll blow any debris off of there as well. I got this. That's what I like about that tool thing. So let's see, 5/16 here. This is the take this off real quick. Put my bips and bobs in there. You just gotta clean out this air filter base. That's no big deal. I want to reuse that air filter if I can as well. Alright, so we're gonna need a 7 or 9/32 bit right here for the carburetor bolts or screws as well. Take that off of there. Now this one's auto choke, so I'll put the screws in here separate. Okay, let's see. How's this look underneath? Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad, but I'll get the clean up around where the brake cable is and all that. Okay, it's not too bad. I've seen worse. He kept his mower in a shed. Okay, so air filter base off of there as well. All right, so he had a full tank of fuel in here, so we're gonna have to take a look at it and see. Auto choke version. Go easy. There we go. 1's that bend, 2's that bend. Seems like I've done this before, huh? Okay. I'm trying to make sure that I'm starting to learn to keep a paper towel underneath the deck now, not to keep it, you know, let the deck get ruined by it, because it's a nice deck. It's not really blemished too much, so no, hey, let's try to keep it clean as much as possible. All right, let me get you guys set up a little bit better. We'll go and take the carburetor separated from the gas tank. We'll look at the fuel and see what we're dealing with. Oh, let me get these O-ring and then get the don't want to forget these things. So, all right, let me get you guys set up a little bit better. Pop the carburetor off and look at it. All right, let's take this carburetor off. I got an empty soup container. I got a rag. Because I want to dump that gas in there and I want to see what we're dealing with. There's two as well. So let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. Pull this off of here. Okay. Carburetor there. Okay. Thing's in a hurry to. It doesn't smell too bad. Alright, well, I'll let it do its thing. The gas starting to look a little yellow. Huh? Gas is looking a little yellow there. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see what we got. Yeah. You're talking about gas. He said 2 years he hasn't ran it, so that's about probably 2-year-old gas right there. And probably gonna have to stop it. Hold on. It's almost about empty.
Is that coming out of there? That's all that's coming out of there? That's ridiculous. They still teach.
Well, you know, this gas filled. This thing was a full tank. So look at this. It almost filled up this whole soup container. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. There is a little bit of trash in here. So we'll clean this out. I'll get my blower out there. My air.
It needs something like one of those strainers to straighten it out.
Yeah, I have to blow out the thing. I'll have to blow it out of there.
Nice if one of them strainers, you just strain it.
Bring the prying out. Prior.
Playing in the water. You're playing in the water.
I'll try this at home, kids. I didn't bring my screwdriver out here with me. But next best thing, you don't know pliers.
Hey, get over here.
All right, so.
Back there. You don't go back there. That's when he keeps.
Well, the gas don't look too bad, but it smells. It's not bad in here. You guys a gander. Guys. There's no trash in there. Okay, so good sign, good sign, good sign. All right, so maybe I'll just spray it real quick and get it all. Okay, but it's old gas. I mean, look at that yellow, how that container is. That looks, I've seen wonton soup look better than that. There is some little bit of debris on there. Okay, we put that there. 3 years old. I don't know if we're gonna have to adjust the valves on that yet. So that's up for debate. We'll see how it starts. And then we're probably gonna have to maybe adjust the valves on it. But being 3 years old, I wouldn't think so, but I might go get my carburetor spray out. Let me go grab that real quick. I'll bring you guys back in a second. Okay, I got my carb spray, and I have safety goggles on, so that way I don't spray any carburetor spray in my lovely eyes. There, so cap fell down, awesome. So I'll give it a little quick spurt here. Don't need too much. Let's just look. I don't think so, but let's just look. We'll look anyway while we're here. See how everything is. Make sure we ain't got no bad fuel. The Welsh plug is still in there. That's good. Usually I get a screwdriver to pop that. Let's see. Screwdriver. Phillips flathead. Boop, 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 boop. Flat screwdriver. Just want to make sure we ain't dealing with no bad gas in here, so let's just see. Okay. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good. I'm not going to worry about it if it's too much. Good enough for me. Okay. Put that back where it belongs. Okay. I'll slide this back in here where it belongs too as well. Pop that back in. There we go. Needle, plastic needle, rubber tip. Don't look too bad either. I think we're good there. Okay. Give it a little love tap of this. I almost lost the needle. I'll do as I say as I do. Okay. Alrighty. Let's make sure this is all. It's a brass seat on here. Okay. That should be good to go. Alright, let's get this on here. One thing about the plastic, it doesn't corrode. There's a benefit to it. I know the engines sometimes are, a hit and miss on how they are on these things. And I agree to that. But the carburetors I like. Now, you got some that they do get problematic after a while, and you do have to eventually get another one. But at least you don't have to worry about any parts corroding in here from the ethanol. That lovely 10% ethanol they give us nowadays. Alright. Well, that goes in there one way. Alright. So, main jet right there. That's cleaned out, so that's a good sign. See? If you guys can see it real quick. Focus. See, it's cleaned out. So this is going this way, like so. And I just gotta get the screws. I gotta get our bits and bobs I have over here on the tray. Yeah, I forget I have a tray over here now. I've had that thing in my shed for the longest of time, and I've never used it. It's become a catch thing for me just throwing stuff in because I've been lazy to clean it up. And I finally got to a point of like, well, I want to use it for when I'm working on mowers. So I've been cleaning the shed up a little bit, and I got that out, straightened everything up a little bit. I still got more work to do in my shed, but for the most part, I got it all squared away. All right, I'm gonna clean out that gas tank. I'm gonna clean up that air filter base off camera real quick, and then we're gonna put this on the mower, and I gotta put oil in it. All right, I have cleaned out the gas tank. So I will turn on the light on the phone so you guys can see in there. I have cleaned it out best I can. Looks a lot better than what it did. Alright. Alright, let me bring you guys over here. It's a little windy today here in the 100-acre neighborhood of Middle Tennessee. I have to clean that. So I haven't forgot to clean that off. I will do that. I want to get this all hooked up. I'm going to show you guys the oil here in a minute. So let's go ahead and hook the carburetor back up. There. It. Put it the way it came. There we go. I missed that top. Okay, well, I'll clean it off when I get there. Alright, let's hook up the auto choke. That's first. Side second. There we go. Almost forgot. O-rings. This on like so. There. And then there we go. Perfect. Alright. Air filter base. And the breather tube. Here. Here's your PVC line. Alright. I'm going to get this all buttoned up real quick. I'll bring you guys back and I'll clean this top off. You guys see me do this all before, so I'm going to time lapse me cleaning all this up real quick. And I'll bring you guys back and put some oil in it and see what it does. So enjoy the music. here. I put 16 ounces of oil in it. Let's see where we're at on it. 30 weight oil. And the verdict is it's going clean. You're not going to be able to see it. I think I got it right on the mark, actually. So 16 ounces on the dot, right there on the mark. Sweet. Show you guys one more time if I get a chance. Hold on. Right. It's right there on the second dot. So we're good there. Normally on these I would like the, let me see if I can get the spark plug boot off. I couldn't get it off. There when I just tried it here a few minutes ago. Well, before I started in this video, it didn't want to come off by hand. So let me see if I can try to. I don't know, Mom. Anyway, on this, I always like to let the oil circle through before I go and start it. I let that oil splash on the everything. The spark plug is brand new on there too. Like I said, I pull it so that way I can cycle the oil through. It's probably gonna. All right, let's see. This should start up. I ain't got my starting thing. Fortunately, the wind's blowing through here and knocking everything I got over. I ain't got my hook. Let me go grab my hook real quick. Let's see how all this starts now. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta put gas in here, too. I haven't put gas in here. That's a good thing. So I didn't have no gas going through there. Getting ahead of myself. Okay. Put a little bit of gas in here. Let it let its whistle. I don't try to put too much in there just in case. I don't know if I'll sell it this year, but just in case. Yep. There we go. A little bit of fuel there. Trickling, it's trickling, it's trickling. Trickle, trickle, trickle. Then we'll see how this goes. This should be auto choke, so it should start first full. Alright, so bring the thunder. We'll let that run. I'll bring you guys back in a second. Alright. I let it run. It burned off whatever it has. I know sometimes I always watch them put some kind of... I remember Don used to do that. He put something in that lawn boy he had because every time he would get it out of the shed, he poured something into the carburetor, and then when he started up, it had this big old thing of smoke. I think he tried to put like I forgot what they call that stuff. I think he did what do you call it? Shoot, I think he did seafoam. But anyway, let's see if it starts back up. Not bad, so we don't have to adjust the valve, so that's a good thing. Now, there's something I wanted to do this one, and I think I'm going to do it anyway, and I'll show you. Because I haven't sold it yet, and I pulled the listing off of Facebook. I do have a bag. I got it on that other one like this one. I'll show you guys real quick. Hang on. Bring you guys to the back of my truck. I had it up here because the guy never answered me back on it, so I pulled the listing off of here. This is the same one I got of that mower, except for this one's a big wheel, but it's push mower. But it's set up the same way, so the bag should fit on it, and I'll probably get more money on it being a self-propelled one with the bag, and probably sell this one a little bit less because it don't have the self-propelled on it. It's just a big wheel mower, so I think I'm just going to do that. I think I'm going to pull the bag off of this one and put it on that one to maximize my profit on it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that other mower cleaned up. And I'm going to pull the bag off of this one and put it on this one here. I'm going to go ahead and wash it real quick. And I'll bring you guys back after I get it cleaned up. Okay, I got the mower all cleaned up. I ran out of super clean, unfortunately. I just got purple power I had diluted down, so I sprayed that mostly on the wheels. But I got to clean up the wheels a little bit better. I had some polishing compound, some turtle wax. I was trying to use to get some of the scuffs off. There was like some black scuff marks. I got this one a little bit. It's not too bad. As you can see, it's still there. I might work on it more. There was one on this side, still there on that part. And unfortunately, the paint is off of right there on that deck, right there where my finger's pointing at. So other than that, that's the only blemish I see. I'm not going to worry about sharpening the blade because I was looking at the blade, and I'll show you guys here because it's turned to the point because I saw this when I was washing it. So I was cleaning all this up back here. Take a look at the blade. That blade don't look that bad. There, so let me put the light on so you guys can see. See, that blade don't look that bad. Oops, sorry. That blade don't look that bad. So we're gonna go with it without a blade sharpen on that one. That's okay with me. Sorry, had you guys in a loop. So, oh, there's the bag that came off that other Toro lawnmower, and guess what? It works. Let me get you guys down. I'll show you guys. Here. This will give you an added bonus to it because it's set up the same way as that other one, except for that one's a push. So there we go. There we go. That'll be my selling point right there to sell it right there. So there it is, right there, all gussied up, ready to go. We know it starts and runs and mows. Start it up for you guys one more time, and this is probably the last time you see it because by the time you see this video I'll already have it sold. Here, hopefully enough I can sell it before winter time. Here we go. Starts first pull. Can't go wrong with that. Not bad for something that's 3 years old, huh? All right. I'm gonna get on out of here. When I sell this thing, I'll put it on either on the screen or I'll put it below the video, and you guys can see how much I sold this thing for. I think I should get good money for this thing being 3 years old. There, and I got a bag I can throw on it. That one I haven't sold yet since I fixed it, and stuff. So I'll probably sell that only for $100. I'm probably gonna put this one up there for a little bit more. I'll probably put it for 175 with the bag there. So yeah, 175. I think I'm gonna go 175 on it. I'm gonna roll the dice on that one. But anyway, we got it going. Cleaned the carburetor out. There, the gas, it's iffy, but I'm glad I changed the oil out. Because yesterday when I brought it home, I never started it. I never pulled it over to see if it had compression. I looked at it, and then I was going to do it off camera, and then something told me to check the oil. And when I checked the oil, it was overfilled. And then I kind of smelled gas a little bit, so I didn't know if it leaked through or it was starting to leak through. But it didn't look that bad inside the carburetor, but I'm glad we cleaned it all out. It's got a new air filter in it, so bonus there. So it's had an oil change. We don't have to worry about the blade. Spark plug looks brand new, so I'm not going to touch that either. And it starts first pull. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. A little short video here, hopefully for you guys. Now these long videos I've been putting lately on mowers. Um, I'm going to get into tractors. It's just the tractors I got, unfortunately. You got to keep in mind, I want to do tractors. I know some people are probably getting tired of me doing mowers. Regular push mowers. I can probably get that. The only problem is most of the ones I got, I need some work on them, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put some money into it in order to make money off of it. Um, just like you guys will see that video again soon. You guys are gonna see part one on that Bowens one. It's gonna need some belts. It's gonna need the drive belt. I think both the drive belts are. I know the variable drive one is needs it, and I think the other drive belt needs it. So it's gonna need that done as well before we can do anything with it. So, but anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like it, give me a thumbs up there. Subscribe to the channel if you guys like what I do here. And I got nothing else to say, but keep on turning those ridges, y'all. See you guys on the next video. Y'all take care. Catch.